first time I truly understood the concept of missing out wasn't at a party or a school dance. It wasn't during those moments of teenage revelry that I felt the pang of absence. It was in a hospital bed, staring at the sterile white ceiling, the beeping of machines, and the smell of antiseptic became my new normal. I was 19, my body rebelling against itself in ways I couldn't comprehend. The confusion and fear were overwhelming, and I felt like a stranger in my own skin. While friends were navigating first crushes and soccer tryouts, I was learning the names of medications and the cold touch of medical equipment. My world shrank. The carefree days of youth were replaced with the harsh reality of chronic illness. It became confined to doctor's appointments, whispered conversations about my condition, and the ever-present fear of the next flare-up. The hospital became a second home, and the medical staff, my reluctant companions. There's a particular ache that comes with watching life pass by. From the sidelines, a silent grief for the experiences missed and the milestones left unreached. The laughter of friends felt like a distant echo, a reminder of a world I was no longer part of. That feeling of being robbed of a carefree youth, of having to grow up faster than anyone should, is a wound that continues to throb beneath the surface. It's a heavy burden to carry, knowing that your adolescence was stolen by an invisible thief. It's a constant reminder of the invisible thief that is chronic illness, stealing not just moments, but entire chapters of life. The passage of time feels different when you're on the sidelines, watching the world move on without you. The empty calendar and the ticking clock are symbols of the lost time, the stolen moments that can never be reclaimed. Living with the chronic illness is like walking with the shadow self. This spectral twin represents the life you might have had, the one where your body didn't betray you. You see them in your mind's eye, vibrant and healthy, effortlessly navigating the world that feels so daunting to you. They climb mountains while you navigate stairs. They pull all-nighters while you meticulously plan your energy reserves. Their life is a tapestry of spontaneity, while yours is carefully measured and color-coded in a pill organizer. It's a painful irony, the way this phantom existence both haunts and motivates you. It's a reminder of what you've lost, but also a whisper of what you might still achieve, even with the limitations you carry. Social media, with its curated highlight reels, can be a minefield for anyone. But for those battling chronic illness, it can feel like a cruel distortion of reality. We scroll through feeds filled with marathons run, exotic vacations taken, and promotions celebrated while we grapple with the simplest of daily tasks. It's easy to fall into the comparison trap, to measure our worth against the backdrop of others' perceived perfection. We forget that everyone fights their battles, some visible, others hidden behind carefully constructed facades. The truth is, comparison is a thief of joy. Never forget that. It robs us of the present moment, replacing it with the bitter taste of inadequacy. It makes us forget that our journey is our own, unique and valuable, regardless of how it measures up to societal expectations. The physical toll of chronic illness is often evident, but it's the invisible weight of the mental and emotional burden that can truly crush you. The constant worry, the fear of the unknown, the exhaustion that seeps into your very bones. These are the silent struggles that often go unnoticed. Studies show that individuals with chronic illnesses are at a significantly higher risk of developing mental health conditions like anxiety and depression. The CDC estimates that nearly 60% of adults with chronic illnesses experience some form of mental health challenge. The constant need to advocate for yourself, to navigate a healthcare system that can feel impersonal and overwhelming, adds another layer of stress. It's a battle fought on two fronts, against the illness itself and against the stigma and misunderstanding that often surround it. There's a pervasive sense of urgency that comes with chronic illness, a feeling that time is slipping through your fingers like grains of sand. Each second seems to vanish before you can grasp it, leaving you in a constant state of anxiety. But what if we shifted our perspective? What if we viewed time not as an enemy, but as an ally in our journey towards healing? What if, instead of mourning the time lost, we focused on the time we have the power to reclaim? Every moment spent resting, every doctor's appointment attended, every small step taken towards recovery, every treatment endured. These are not setbacks, but rather, they are investments in our well-being. They are the building blocks of a healthier future, whether it be allopathic medicine, massage therapy, hypnotherapy, diet and exercise, you name it. Each effort, no matter how small, contributes to our overall health. These moments are like deposits in proverbial bank, accumulating over time. It's about shifting our mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance, recognizing that even small acts of self-care are victories in their own right. These acts, though they may seem insignificant, are powerful. They're affirmations of our commitment to ourselves. This is time in the bank, a deposit towards a future where we can live more fully, with greater joy and less pain, a deposit towards a future where we can live more fully, even within the constraints of our conditions. It's about finding balance and harmony in our lives. It's about accepting the limitations without surrendering to them, embracing our reality while still striving for a better quality of life. It's about finding pockets of joy and purpose in the present moment, and understanding that these moments are just as valuable as any other. By cherishing these moments, we can transform our experience of time from one of loss to one of gain, from scarcity to abundance. Living with chronic illness is not for the faint of heart. It takes grit, resilience, and a level of emotional fortitude that most people never have to summon, and that most people will never understand. It's a testament to the human spirit's ability to adapt and find strength in the face of adversity. We learn to advocate for ourselves, to navigate complex medical systems, to manage pain and fatigue with a grace that belies the constant struggle. We become masters of adaptation, finding creative solutions and workarounds to challenges that most people take for granted. Our stories, though often untold, are woven from threads of resilience, determination, and unwavering hope. We are living proof that strength isn't the absence of weakness, but the courage to keep going even when it feels impossible. One of the most isolating aspects of chronic illness is the feeling of being alone in your struggle. But the truth is, you are far from it. Millions around the world are fighting their own battles, facing similar fears and frustrations, connecting with others who understand, who can offer empathy without pity, can be a lifeline. Support groups, online forums, and even casual conversations with fellow warriors can provide a sense of community and validation. Sharing our stories, our triumphs, and our setbacks helps chip away at the stigma surrounding chronic illness. It creates a space for authenticity where vulnerability is met with understanding and shared experiences become a source of strength. Living with chronic illness is a journey, not a destination. It's a path filled with unexpected twists and turns, where every step forward is a testament to our resilience and courage. It's a constant process of adaptation, acceptance, and rediscovering joy in unexpected places. We learn to find beauty in the small moments, the laughter shared with friends, and the peace found in solitude. It's about learning to live fully in the present moment, savoring the good days, and finding grace in the face of the bad. Each day becomes a new opportunity to embrace life, to find joy in the simple pleasures, and to cherish the moments of calm. Hope is not a cure. It's a guiding light that helps us navigate through the storm. It's not a denial of the very real challenges we face. Instead, it's an acknowledgement of our strength and our ability to overcome. It's a quiet whisper that reminds us that even in the darkest moments, there's always light to be found. It's the promise of a new dawn, the belief that better days are ahead. It's in the connections we forge, the bonds we create with those who understand our journey, the small victories we celebrate, the milestones that remind us of our progress and the unwavering belief in our own resilience. Each challenge we face and overcome adds to our strength. So let us be kind to ourselves, practice radical self-compassion, and remember that self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity. And find solace in the knowledge that we are not alone. Together, we can face any challenge. For within our shared struggles lies an incredible capacity for strength, empathy, and unwavering hope. We lift each other up, and in doing so, we find our own strength. And that, my friends, is a beautiful thing. It's the essence of living with hope and embracing the now. If you like the video and would like to see more content just like this, comment, like, and subscribe. And remember, hope is the currency of the chronically ill.